With Nintendo releasing its newest character into Smash,
We thought now would be a great time to give you online warriors
some basic tips to help you get good with
and punish Joker.
But first, let's get you good with Joker. While Joker may have projectiles to pester with, where he really does his damage is up close. Lots of Joker's moves can cross up. A cross up, at least in the Smash Brothers sense, means that you start an attack on one side of the opponent's shield, but can end up on the opposite side if you wanted to. In Smash and in any fighting game, being unpredictable like this is absolutely critical for beating the best of them. So which moves can cross up? That sliding down tilt attack can if you start it close enough, but it's also a great tool for starting combos and slipping under certain moves. Even if you slide the complete wrong direction, chances are your opponent's not going to be able to hit you anyway. So it's hard to go wrong with down tilt. With a little practice, you can even use Joker's air moves to cross up and keep him guessing. This is where he truly shines, since the only aerial attack that can't cross up is up air. Joker can use back air and forward air as his quickest aerial attacks. Down air and neutral air are a bit slower, but are easier to cross up with because they both cover a lot of space around him. So you're doing your thing, throwing out ambiguous cross ups, and you finally crack through the other guy's defense to land a hit. Now it's time to rack up some quick damage. Neutral air, back air, and even down air are all good for setting up what's called a jab lock combo. These moves will send the opponent at a low angle that forces them to either tech with the shield button or eat more hits. Once they're sent spiraling, chase after them and jab right as they hit the ground. If they did not press shield in time to tech the ground, you know, that neat little dodge roll, your jab will lock them into place for a brief moment. They're jab locked. Now you can hit them with a second jab and immediately throw out Joker's forward smash. If you do it fast enough, all of those hits are guaranteed damage. Even if they do manage to tech the ground, those three aerials still give you a tech chase. No matter which way they tech, you can always get more guaranteed hits as long as you correctly follow which way they're going to go. While you're throwing out aerial attacks, make sure your opponent thinks twice about shielding all day. Mix it up every now and then with a grab. Joker's throws may not be able to KO opponents, but his down throw and up throw are excellent and unblockable combo starters. After up throw, it's really easy to jump after them with an up air. Down throw can give you a forward air, a back air, or even an up air, depending on your opponent's damage percent. But unlike lots of characters, Joker's throw combos work even at mid to high percents. But we haven't even mentioned Joker's gun. So here's a dirty little trick. If you hold left or right while also holding down the B button, Joker will dash in that same direction. He's even invincible for a short time while he does it, and if you do it in the air while still low to the ground, Joker will slide along the floor. You can really catch him by surprise if you slide in for a grab and start a combo that way. Now that you've whittled him down, it's time to go in for the kill, and if you've been following along, this is the easy part. We mentioned that Joker has some great aerials for pressuring opponents, but his forward air can be very useful for securing a kill confirm. It may take some practice, but if you fast fall to the ground so that the second kick doesn't come out, you can use that first hit to combo straight into up smash. Joker's edge guarding game is relatively straightforward. Forward air is surprisingly powerful off stage for such a skinny little kid, but against some opponents you could also edge guard with his gun. If you hold B and then press jump, Joker will take to the skies and rain bullets down from above. If your opponent tries to recover low where forward air can't really hit, try firing Joker's gun downward to see if you can gimp their recovery that way. Finally, what would have even been the point of bringing over Joker if he didn't have a persona to fight alongside him? Once Joker's meter fills up, Arsene comes out for a short time to deal extra damage and give Joker some much needed kill options. This meter can fill up over time, but it takes a whopping 3 minutes. Thankfully, Joker's down B counter can absorb hits and drastically speed up the process. For a counter, this move is both really fast and lasts for a really long time. It can absorb hits as early as frame 2 and as late as frame 30. In other words, it's really good and you should use it. It's fast enough that you could use it to escape juggles and combos that have even the tiniest gap in them, all while charging up your persona.
Okay, that's nice, but if you're like me and you're tired of seeing literally everyone playing the cool new character in online matches, here's the best ways to counter Joker. Speaking of that counter, as amazing as Joker's is, it does have a fatal flaw. Even though the counter is fast and lasts forever, if Joker lands on the ground after the counter finishes, you're free to punish him with just about anything you want because he's left defenseless for so long. 26 frames, in fact. Don't worry, we countered ourselves. So if Joker keeps mashing counter while you're juggling him, try to go for a fake out to bait the counter instead. If all else fails, it also loses straight up to any grab in the game like every other counter. But be mindful, Joker is at his strongest when he's up close, so naturally, you're gonna wanna prevent him from getting all up in your business. It's a risky move, but if he keeps spamming you with cross-ups, it is possible to hit him before his attacks come out. You won't be able to stop Arsene from coming out at least a couple of times per match, but the important thing is to not panic. Joker's counter is the #1 reason his persona comes out at all, so try not to summon your own demise. Even if you do, make sure to treat Arsene with respect. I don't mean to tell him that his top hat looks fancy AF, I just mean to keep your distance. Watch those mean swings, and definitely don't let him counter you. The best part is you can actually keep an eye on exactly when Arsene will come out. While that little gauge below Joker's percentage helps him keep track of it, you can use that to your advantage as well. So when you see that meter just about full, it's either time to KO him now or play defensively until he's gone. But if you see Joker getting a bit gutsy and Arsene's meter is just about done, get ready to unleash a counter assault. Finally, Joker's recovery is good, but flawed. When he's coming back to the stage, you can almost always bet he's sending that side B snap move your way. So why not take advantage of it? If you can manage to weave around it in a situation like this, Joker is usually just one good hit away from losing a stock. So go for it, unless you're Little Mac. Just remember that Joker recovers vertically much better than he recovers horizontally, so he'll most likely try to grab the stage from below. If you can't hit him off the side, see if you can meet him down below. Only time will tell where Joker ultimately stands in Smash's massive roster, but here in the early days, he's looking pretty strong.
What do you think of him so far? Any tips for playing as or against him we might have missed? Let us know in the comments.
Sonic the Hedgehog. What a roller coaster that series has been on. Since 1991, Sonic has rivaled Mario in popularity, seemingly been on the verge of oblivion, and every status in between. But after everything Sonic's been through, someone's got to ask, why the Sonic franchise? What about it? Why has it survived? Why has it lasted so long? Why has it attracted the fan base that it has? And why is it going to survive whatever this